When stepping onto this field for what could be the very last time today, take a moment and stand quietly and look into the limited COVID crowd. Look to your teammates, to your coaches, and to your fellow seniors, and remember the way this made you feel, as this is a feeling you'll remember forever.
Today is a day bound to be filled with endless amounts of tears, both happy and sad. So let it be and let those tears free. Let these feelings be, to serve as a reminder that no matter where you go in life, you have made a family of your own. You all have simply changed the lives of others, just simply being in theirs.
All these little things were really big things without even realizing it, like the nicknames you had for teammates or your favorite songs to sing in the locker room before a game. These things that never seemed to mean anything at the time are all things that you will carry with you when you leave this place you call your home away from home.
Now our gift to you from the teammates that picked you up and carried you through the good and the bad. The ones that tried to teach you to see the good things in all things. The ones who never let you live down the stupid things you did, mainly because they did them with you. And even the ones you probably couldn't stand 99.9% of the time.
We now present to you our senior class.
Hopi.
Hey.
Shout out to Dr. No. Hip hip hooray.
Oh, Jesus. When we think of Hope, we think of hard work, boldness, competitiveness, and humor.
Hope, you are an absolute beast in each and everything you do.
Slicing and dicing through life, baby.
Hope is an amazing teammate, friend, and has taught me a lot about playing in the midfield these past 2 years. She was my first roommate at IT during my first preseason, and since then only calls me, I'm gonna butcher this, Lillian.
Hope, when I first came to this team, you were one of the first people I met and you made me feel so welcomed. I couldn't ask for a better temporary roommate.
I remember when I was at the same ID camp as Hope in the summer before we were both players here at Illinois, and the ball was basically glued to her foot. I was like, wow, she's insane. I want to have feet like that.
Hope is special because she knows how to have a good giggle on and off the field, but can lead and be that loud voice when needed. Rejects!
Hopi, I don't even know where to start. Thank you for always giving me the encouragement and advice that pushes me to continue being my very best. I don't think I've ever met anyone as funny, dedicated, driven, and confident as you. You are truly something special, my friend. It is truly a blessing to have a best friend, a teammate, and most importantly, my #1 supporter all in one. It is safe to say that I have found all of those things in you. I will literally cherish every moment and memory that we have together. I actually have no idea what I'm going to do without you. I cannot wait to see where you go in the future. You are truly the light of my life, and I couldn't appreciate you more. Always remember, I'll forever be your biggest supporter and your #1 fan. Thank you for being my adventure buddy, my Smoothie King sidekick, and most importantly, my homie for life. You have accomplished a ton already, and I cannot wait to watch these accomplishments continue. This team and program won't be the same without you. Thank you for everything, Hope Breslin. Play your heart out today and leave knowing you gave this program your all. On that note, #710 forever and always.
Maggie, I remember the first time I played with you in a game, back in the fall during the Friday Night Lights series. You went into every battle like it would be your last, and that determination you showed inspired me to do the same.
When we think of Maggie, we think of the constant effort and hard work.
She's always one to give 110% and doesn't stop until she reaches her goal.
Thank you for pushing me as soon as I got cleared right out of the gate. I wouldn't have wanted to spend an extra couple weeks in Champaign with anybody else.
Maggie, you have taught me exactly how to persevere and push through the toughest times with such a positive attitude. Now can we go get some chicken minis, please?
Maggie makes me smile because she's always caring for others. Every Friday morning before class, her and I used to go to Starbucks, and she would always pick me up and have a coffee ready for me, and it was honestly the highlight of my week, and I'm always gonna miss that.
Maggie makes me smile because she picks us up when we're down. One specific moment of this was I was having a bad week, and Maggie knew I was having a bad week. And instead of just letting me be sad and upset, she brought me a muffin. She also brought me Starbucks, which I loved, and she spent time with me for the whole day. And then the next day I was still feeling bad, and she hung out with me all over again. And I know that she cares about me and that she'll always pick me up when I'm down.
Minions forever. Thank you for being real, for being the leading minion, and for being so considerate of us when it comes to our sprints and warm-ups. You keep us all accountable for taking care of our bodies and starting off practice on a good foot.
Maggie, how lucky I am to have you here another year. Every single day, I feel extremely lucky to have you by my side. Me and you have been through it all, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. Thank you for making my life better each day. You make me laugh, you make me happy, and you challenge me to be the best version of myself. I feel so blessed to have you not only as a role model, but as a best friend. Your energy, dedication, and hard work for this team has not gone unnoticed, and I am so happy to show up to practice each day simply because I get to see you. Here's to another year of having each other's backs and making memories. I love you, Mags.
Sammy, I appreciate how motivating you were when I was coming back to play. Always welcoming me into the goalie squad and challenging me to be my best in whatever drill or activity was going on. You are such a great hype woman, so thank you for being such a positive and influential teammate.
Sammy, you have come so far within these past 4 years, and it's so inspiring, and I can't wait to see how much you continue to accomplish.
Not only have I known Sammy here at Illinois, but I was able to spend a summer with her playing in Charlotte as well. Seeing her carry the momentum that she had developed in that environment into this season has been incredible. Off the field too, the growth that has occurred for her as a person has been so evident to see, and I'm really going to miss having her around.
Sammy and I go way back in our soccer career. We were fortunate enough to play with each other at such a young age. And she's one of those players that make you fall in love with a game. I am so lucky to have Sammy as a teammate in the past and now as she paved the road for what success looks like.
Sammy is special because
she is always challenging us to be our best.
Sammy, when I think of you, I think of hard work because you always give your hardest 110%. You always continue to stay positive, and it's infectious and makes us want to do better.
Sammy motivates us because of her positive attitude both in and out of training. Even when she's being constructive, she's being positive, and she always has a smile on her face, and she'll do everything in her power to make sure you do too. Ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum, wee, 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 wee.
Samantha Sample, I am in awe of the person and player that you are. I have had a front row seat into the amazing career that you have had here at the university. Your unconditional support of each individual on this team is contagious. Your constant eager to grow and learn truly inspires me. Your drive and dedication to this sport is evident. You have truly left your mark on not only this program, but my life. I will cherish every moment that I have had with you, from the kick is a corner kick, to our fist bump before every game. You have this amazing ability to keep everyone calm and keep us grounded, reminding us to breathe. Thank you for always being in my corner and for further instilling the value of belief and hard work into me and this team. I love you like a sister, and I know that you are destined for greatness beyond your time here at Illinois. I will miss you more than you know, and I'm so blessed to have had made a forever friend in you, Sammy. From all of us here, thank you.
Oysa! When I think of Katie Lay, I think of contagious laughter and a big smiling face.
If I were to come up with a list of adjectives to describe Katie Lay, they would be that she's compassionate, hardworking, funny as hell, and in particular, I really love our little weird looks we have with each other. We're always catching each other when we're doing something crazy or whack, so Katie, I'll miss being weird with you.
Thank you for showing me how to jump rope without looking unathletic.
Katie Lay has spent every summer in Champaign. If that doesn't tell you how much she loves this place and the people, I don't know what will. And side note, I can guarantee my whole life savings to guess where Katie Lay will be on a Monday night.
Katie Lay, thanks so much for bringing all the smiles. I know that they brighten my day many times.
Katie Lay is someone who I would describe as being one of the most caring and empathetic people on our team. She's not afraid to cry when she feels really strong emotions or when she's upset about something, but she's also not afraid to laugh and joke when things are funny. Katie Lay is the ultimate hype man. I wouldn't want anyone else fighting on my side, beside me, or for me. I'm so excited to see what Katie Lay does in the future, and I think anyone would be lucky to have her as a friend, as a teammate, or as a future coworker.
Katie Lay in one word, joyful. No matter the day or the circumstance, I can bet you Katie Lay has a smile on her face. Her joy is so infectious. I mean, how can you not smile when you hear her laugh?
Oh, Lady K, will I miss the heck out of you. Your infectious laugh and your genuine smile that never fails to light up the room when you walk in. When in self-doubt, I will oftentimes look to you because you lead by example and show each and every one of us what it means to not only be an Illini, but what it means to be a really freaking good friend. I know that you are most likely already crying at this point, but I just want to say thank you for all of your hard work and dedication over the last 4 years. Thank you for showing us how to be strong when it feels like the whole world is against us. Thank you for pushing us to be the best version of ourselves. And most importantly, thank you for being you.
When I think of Cavs, I think of the word fierce and coffee.
You are an inspiration to me, Liz, because you are not afraid. You stand tall and you don't waver no matter what obstacle is in your way. You voice your opinions, you make others feel important, and you've given your heart to this program. I cannot wait to see what the future brings to you because your intentions are so pure and you have such a growth mindset. The world is yours, Miss Kablick.
Kablick, you always seem to make everybody laugh. Even if you're having a bad day, you'll put that aside, and when you get on the field, you're just a positive energy and you'll always push somebody. When I think of you, I think of somebody who's brutally honest, and she might not tell you what you want to hear, but it's what you need to hear. And I love the little dancey dances, and I think my favorite memory with you is when you came through the side of the net and you pushed your head through the net and you just made this like really disturbing face. Or it's when we do our little TikTok dances.
The best memories I have with Liz are dance battling in the trailer before our games and cheering so loud on the bench that we lose our voices. Fire 'em up, Orange!
When I think of Liz, I think of how she tries to chest bump me, and it's super scary. And freshman year, she tried to chest bump me on the bench in a game, and I screamed, and Janet looked down the line, and I was just standing straight, had to pull it together. So I'm not gonna miss that for Liz. But
Liz, I remember first seeing you freshman year, and I think I looked up to you a lot just as a leader on the team. And I'm so glad this year that we've been able to build so many more memories together, and I really can't wait to see everything you do in the future, and I know you're gonna kill it in law school.
You are an inspiration because you never stray away from who you are and who you want to be. You inspire me to be my best self and are never afraid to use your voice, which inspires me to never be afraid to use mine. Not only do you fight for what you believe is right, but you also fight against what you think is wrong. You inspire others to do the same, stand beside you to fight for what you believe in. You challenge everyone around you to do better, and I'm so excited to see what you do in the future.
I am so fortunate to have had the opportunity to be your teammate for 7+ years. Seeing you come to practice every single day, being your best and pushing all the people around you to be their best will be so missed. You are so appreciated for who you are and the way that you treat others.
And remember, all is fair in love and war.
Liz, I don't even know where to begin with you. You truly are an enigma. I'm not quite sure how one individual can be so dedicated and talented in all regards of their life. So, I guess I just want to start off by saying I think you are absolutely brilliant, so caring and unique, despite your convincing facade. I think my favorite thing about you is that you are so willing to push yourself and others in academics, athletics, and in all other areas of our lives. You demand excellence from everyone, you don't make excuses, and you give your all in everything that you do. You inspire me every day to be a more confident leader and to never give up on my dreams. And having one of my best friends be such a large role model is a blessing like no other. I will cherish our friendship forever, and I'm so thankful for all of the things you have done for me, this team, and this program. So I guess I'm just gonna have to leave you with 3 words. Hope this helps. I'm just kidding. I love you, Liz. Adjectives I would use to describe Haley are driven, passionate, and grateful. I think it's really cool that outside of soccer, you spend your time giving yourself to your passions, which include yoga and cooking.
When I think of Haley, I think of someone who stays true to her heart and her values. Haley knows exactly who she is, and she stays committed to what she values day in and day out. So for that, I'll always value her and be inspired by her.
My favorite memory of Haley is when we had our rock show and tell before practice last fall.
Haley has taught me what it means to take the good with the bad. While everything in front of you may seem like there's no way it could go right, there's almost always a silver lining. You just really have to look for it. This attitude of perspective and gratitude is something that Haley radiates daily, and I know that it's something that I will keep here with me whenever she goes on her way.
Throwback to that time where we got stick and poke tattoos from a random girl I met in my class. Thank you for being spontaneous and living life with me.
When I think of Haley, I think of someone who just appreciates everything that happens to her, good or bad. And she's taught me how to just live in the moment. And yeah, I'm gonna miss her a lot, and I hope that's something I take with her when she's gone.
Haley, I love you, and I love your endless energy that you bring to the Raptors. Raptors forever.
Haley, I'm going to miss you so much next year. I've loved watching you play because every time you step on the field, I can tell you truly love the game. I can't wait to see what you accomplish in your future because I know whatever you choose to do, you will excel at it. I can honestly say you're the only person I know that chose to run 21 miles on their 21st birthday to celebrate, but you have always been focused on your own path and done what you want to do. And I think that's admirable and impressive. Your free spirit and amazing dance moves will never be forgotten. Good luck in your future endeavors. I love you, Haley.
When we think of Jaina, we think of someone who is motivated, passionate, and driven.
We also think of breakfast quinoa bowls, sweat gyms, and hashtag OOTD.
Jaina, you are an inspiration to me because you give nothing less than your best. You are always positive and thinking of others, and you always support everyone around you.
First time I met Jaina was actually over the phone. We had both torn our ACLs around the same time, and me and Jaina texted each other throughout the whole recovery process. Her support through that time was something I'll never forget.
Jaina, your ability to make the beep test look like a light jog will never cease to amaze me. Not only do you put your all into everything you do, but you do it with determination and grit. The ability to come back from an ACL injury is not for the weak. And the fact that you have come back looking so strong speaks volumes about your character and your ability to push through. I appreciate you, and I'm excited for what you're going to do in the future.
Something I love about Jaina is how, first of all, she never slacks at practice, which is something I admire about her, and she also just does her own thing and doesn't really care what anyone else thinks, which is another thing that I really admire about her.
Jaina, the amount of leadership and compassion that you show to others is really admirable and it makes me want to do better myself. Thanks for teaching me some of that in book club.
Jaina is one of the kindest souls and one of the most compassionate people I've ever met. I'm very thankful I got to meet you and, of course, the time we spent together at book club.
When I think of Jaina, I immediately think of her selflessness. Like Prel, she was my main confidant over the course of my ACL recoveries, and I cannot thank her enough for every time she reached out. I'll always know she'll have my back on and off the field.
Jaina, thank you for continually challenging us in warm-ups, on the pitch, and in life in general. I'm so thankful to be a part of your Raptor family, and your Raptor legacy of hard work, resiliency, and determination will carry on for a long time.
Thank you, Jaina, for all of your hard work and dedication these past 4 years. The passion and energy that you bring every day will truly be missed. This team was so lucky to have a leader like you, and you've inspired me to push myself every day to be the best player in person possible. Keep motivating those around you and bringing out the best in others. You are amazing, and Illini Soccer will always be here for you. We love you, Jaina.
Adjectives to describe Anar would be admirable, hardworking, and dedicated.
The first time I met Anar was in my first semester of freshman year in linear algebra, and I was kind of scared to go sit next to her in class because it was probably 5 minutes in and she had already made a brand new friend. And I also heard that she was really smart, but I'm glad I did because she helped me through that class a lot. And she's smart, caring, friendly. Rushing to practice on your moped after class is one of my favorite memories with you.
Anar has helped me a lot this season with the mental aspect of things, and I really appreciate all the time that she's texting me on the side, checking in and making sure that I'm okay. And as a teammate, I know that she's someone that will always be in your corner, and if there was ever a situation on the field where I needed her to nail someone for me, I know the person to call, and it would be Anar.
Anar is one of the most tenacious players I've ever known. She fights and pushes through with grit and determination that makes you want to work hard as well. Off the field, she's a joy to be around. Easy to talk to, and you can always guarantee to have a laugh with her. I'm very grateful that she chose to come to Illinois when trying to figure out her next step in her soccer career.
Anar, you never cease to amaze me with everything that you are able to do, whether on the soccer field or in the classroom. I think it's super, super exciting that you got into Berkeley for grad school, and I love the fact that you've been able to succeed in everything that I hope to be able to succeed in as well.
Anar, my fellow international, oh how I'll miss not being the only one whose accent is being made fun of. But on a more serious note, I really value and respect your friendship. You've been there for me when I've been homesick and related to me in ways that no one else could in the team, so for that I'll always cherish and honor you. So thank you.
You're now our reject for life.
Anar, I feel truly lucky to have met you and played alongside you this past year. You are genuinely the strongest physical and mental player on this team, while being the most relentless and hardworking player on both sides of the ball. Being your teammate has been so fun. Having you here has pushed the rest of us to a consistent higher standard day in and day out. You have been so supportive of my whole recovery and the first to tell me good job and to give me pointers that I really needed. I appreciate the way you treat your friends and teammates. Thank you for being so kind, so caring, and so considerate. You will be so missed, but you are on to amazing things, and I cannot wait to see what you accomplish next. I appreciate you so much, Anar.
To the whole senior class, Thank you for making me feel so welcome. One of the main reasons why I chose Illinois was the family feel in the team, and you all embody that so much. Thank you for making this my home away from home. I will miss you all so much, and I wish you all the best in wherever path leads you next.
Look how far we've come.
The moments.
The laughs.
Look how far we've come.
The dreams.
The memories.
When you and I were young.
The rights.
The wrongs.
Look how far we've
The friends.
It was all for a reason, so now go make it count.
Look how far we've come. When you and I were young, this is all we ever wanted. Look how far we've come.